The time has come, folks. Rúben Amorim's much anticipated first game in charge is tomorrow against Ipswich Town. Okay, starting off with in goal. This is an easy one. Obviously Onana, he's massively improved this season, being able to boast the most clean sheets in the Premier League with 5. Also, most goals prevented in the Premier League this season with 3.7. He's been in great form. Not to mention, he's already publicly come out saying he's going to adapt to Amorim's system after watching Sporting Lisbon. Moving on to the central centre-back. Now, I've gone with Evans. We've seen him already in training in that position in Amorim's first training session, and with both Maguire and Lindelof out and Yoro returning from injury, I doubt he's going to risk his up-and-coming star straight away. Additionally, he won't have the legs to play in either of the outside centre-back positions, meaning yes, Evans will be featuring in the first game of the Amorim era. Next, we're moving on to the right-sided centre-back. I've gone with De Ligt, who has fit into United life like a glove, one of our most consistent performers this season. Given he has also come out flaunting his experience of playing in a three at the back, I doubt Amorim will hesitate to throw him into the team. Now, for our left-sided centre-back, this one is a no-brainer. Martinez, should he be fit, has to be selected here. Obviously, there's a slight doubt over this at the time of recording this video. We haven't received an update on the niggle he's experienced that forced him out of international duty, but I'm pretty confident he'll be fit for the first game. Moving on to the left wing back, this one should be an easy player to guess given he's been arguably our most consistent and best player this season. The bargain of the summer, Mazraoui. He's impressed ever since he's arrived and long may it continue. Obviously some may think that Delo will play at left back, but for those that have seen my videos on Delo, we all know why that shouldn't happen. Next, our right wing back. Although I believe he should be sold this summer, I'm going to give him another chance in this new system to change my mind. It's Diogo Delo. A part of me does wonder though if there's going to be a rogue player who people never expected to be in the team, like Anthony at right wing back. He was seen training there in Amorim's first session, but given the Portuguese connection and the fact Anthony is slightly worse at defending, I have to go with Delo. For my midfield pair, both have struggled this season. They've recently come back into form. I'm going to go with Casemiro and Ugarte. They started every game under Ruud's Invincibles and made the midfield a lot more compact. And with Mainu coming back from injury, I would be shocked to see him start a game from the jump. Having said that though, we've seen Rúben give Mainu special instructions in training, meaning Kobe could potentially be fast-tracked. Personally, I don't think Amorim will risk him as he's just returned from injury, and given Casemiro is coming back into form and Ugarte already knows his system, they have to be set to start the match. Now we're moving on to the unpredictable positions. I'm going to start with left attacking mid. This surely has to be Bruno Fernandes. He's just hit a really good run of form. There's nowhere else other than maybe one of the two deep midfielder positions where he could play. Not to mention the Portuguese connection with Amorim jokingly touched on when asked about Fernandes returning from international duty. He said, very good yellow card for the national team, very useful. Which does mean that Garnacho will not start this match. This leads me on to a bigger question. Should Garnacho be subbed on, will he come at wing back or attacking midfield? You would think if he doesn't start, then he's definitely going to come off the bench, given he's one of our most prolific players this season. I can see Amorim going with a more defence-first mindset, as putting Garnacho as a left wing back with his recent defensive work rate may not be the smartest idea, even if it is against Ipswich. Looking at the right attacking midfield spot, it has to be one man, Amad Diallo, another player who again was looking to get into a good run of form before the international break. Surely he can't get benched again, but having said that, Mount was shown to impress in training. Will Amorim go with what he's been seeing in training, or will he go based on the current form of players? If going on current form, you would opt with Amad. However, based on training, Mount was seen to catch Amorim's eye and even earned him a compliment during their short time together, which led to him publicly praising Mount, saying, "Mason Mount, I have to tell you, I love that kid. You can look in his eyes, but he wants this so bad, and this is the most important thing for me. He played in this system before, so it's perfect for him. I have 2 positions for Mason Mount, so he should be very happy." Finally, let's move on to the striker position. Now, we actually have 3 options here, but I've gone for Marcus Rashford. He was available for training under Amorim and obviously enjoyed himself, posting this on his Instagram story. But given Amorim wants people who are going to work hard, will he opt for Rasmus Højlund instead? The only thing going against Højlund is he has just returned from international duty, so I would imagine Amorim will go with the fresh legs of Rashford. Not to mention, he has publicly come out backing Rashford, saying this. Rashi is training very well. He can play the 3 positions in front, so it's a good thing. He will be ready on Sunday. This is a really hard hard match to predict though. In my eyes, the only guarantees to start are Onana, Bruno, Mazraoui and De Ligt. Everyone else, whether it be through positioning, injury or form, are all up for the taking, which is going to make this game an even more exciting one to watch. When we look at Ipswich's last few performances in the league, we can see a few trends beginning to form. First off, Ipswich don't mind having less possession. In their last 5 games in the Prem, they've averaged a possession rate of 42.6%. Knowing that Amorim wants to play front foot football, we're going to be looking to dominate possession, and I think Ipswich will be happy for us to do this. So whoever is dominating possession early on will not determine the winner. Now, let's do an average XG comparison. First off with Ipswich. Average XG created 1.05 XG, average XG conceded 1.66 XG, overall XG efficiency for the season minus 0.61 XG, which when you compare this to United's current XG stats of average XG created 1.51 XG, average XG conceded 1.27 XG, and overall XG efficiency for the season plus 0.24 XG, meaning technically on XG paper we are structurally better set up than Ipswich so far this season, and based on the XG analysis, United should have a positive XG difference of plus 0.85 over Ipswich at the end of the game. However, given this is Amorim's first game in charge, on top of the fact he's using a completely different structural setup, we have to take the XG data from the previous games under Ruud and Eric with a pinch of salt. Now, obviously, we're the favourites to beat Ipswich. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to see that, but how much of a favourite are we to beat Ipswich? And is history on our side? Let's take a look. Ipswich are the only side without a home win in the Premier League this season, played 5, drawn 3, lost 2. Only 5 newly promoted sides have failed to win their opening 6 home matches of a Premier League campaign, all of which went on to be relegated. Realistically, we're coming up against relegation fodder. Should we win this game, we're banishing Ipswich to the Shadow Realm and they're getting relegated. There's no doubt about it. Ipswich have lost 4 of their last 5 Premier League games against Man United, failing to score in each defeat. This is a particularly damning stat for Ipswich fans, as Man United have the most clean sheets in the league, showing that although we've been poor this season, defensively we've actually been alright. This is highlighted even more in the recent games under Ruud, where we only conceded 1 goal in the league against Chelsea. Although one thing is going in Ipswich's favour. After their first Premier League win of the season last time out away to Tottenham, Ipswich are looking to earn back-to-back wins in the competition for the first time since February 2002. A run of 4 that started with a 2-1 win against Tottenham. Will history repeat itself? Overall, I do believe that Manchester United will win this game convincingly, with a lot of players looking to impress the new manager to earn their starting spots and secure their futures with the club. It's already confirmed. Our main weakness this season was the lack of chances converted, but we've already seen under Ruud that these players can actually finish their chances, so there's no excuses now. Amorim does like to play attacking football, so it would be easy to say that we're just going to go on and win 4-0 now that people are converting their chances, but I do think that the players will be in their heads at the start of this new era, given this is a completely new system to most of them. We all know that McKenna is going to be up for this match, given that he used to be one of the coaches under Solskjaer, who realistically got absolutely slandered by a lot of mainstream United content creators while he was here. But Amorim is just as motivated to get a win over the former United coach, saying he's very smart, very intelligent manager, but I will try to manipulate him a little bit. It will be fun. It's for that reason admin is predicting we win this game convincingly 2-0 via manipulation. How do you think Amorim's first game in charge is going to go? Am I overconfident or is the hype real? Make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as well as your score predictions. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe for more honestly biased sports content. Godspeed.